Hey everybody, mel0n here, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and first impressions of the NPET Tech SpeedM Mousepad. Now this is a very unique mousepad, one that I don't think I've ever used anything similar to this in my time as a peripheral reviewer, because this is a resin mousepad. Now this is designed to be kind of a pseudo glasspad competitor where it has a lot of speed and hardness due to the surface, but also has some of the benefits of being a softer pad. It's kind of a middle ground pad, which is quite interesting. But before we get into it, thank you very much to NPET Tech for sending this out for me to take a look at. I greatly appreciate that. Now the SpeedM is advertised as being a control speed balance pad, similar to what we saw with the Focus Ambition pad where it was a speed balance pad, just this is going to be a different kind of balance, if that makes sense. There are two sizes available. There is a 14-inch by 12-inch and an 18-inch by 16-inch version. I do have the larger version here. It is available in black, orange, gray, blue, pink, and of course there's a couple waifu designs for those of you into that, but they are all the same coating, same surface. It's just the same pad with different designs or different colorways. In terms of pricing, my pad came in at around 51 Canadian dollars plus shipping and import fees. I believe in USD it's around 45, but that may depend on where you can get it from. Now in terms of build quality, the SpeedM is built with three different layers. So the base layer is an adhesive layer. They say it's pour-on, but again, you know how it is with pour-on nowadays, everything's pour-on, quote unquote. So I'll be sure to test it and see what it actually is. But this is going to be one of those naturally adhesive surfaces that will stick to your desk. Obviously a little bit of water is going to help with that, but in my final review I'll go over how that actually feels. The middle layer is a very thick layer of foam, kind of similar to what you'd see on the IKEA lens player or like a QCK. And then the top layer is this thick resin layer that gives this the very unique speed balance. Now the top resin layer here is quite thick. It does have a lot of durability. It does hold the actual pad to be kind of flat all the time. I am kind of concerned about creasing the surface because it does have a fair amount of bend to it if you do force to it. So I am a little concerned about potentially creasing it, but again, we'll see how it goes after the full review. Now, as I alluded to before, this resin surface is what is the most unique aspect of this pad. Now this surface feels very, very odd. It feels like kind of like an Aqua Control Plus, but rougher and made of plastic, if that makes sense. To the hand, I would kind of say it's like a gritty, almost sandpaper-esque feel. It's a very odd feeling. It definitely plays a little weird with some skates, but I'll get into that in a minute. But I will say the surface does look gorgeous. It does have like a nice sparkle to it under the light. It does look really nice. It's very eye-catching on the desk, and the colorway, especially the pink, is really nice. Now, one other benefit to this resin surface is that it is water and sweat resistant as well. In my full review, I'll have to go over the effects of cat hair and that kind of stuff, because again, it is a harder pad, so that's always a question of how does it affect with dust and cat hair and that kind of stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Now, one nice little thing I did notice here is that NPE Tech did also include a set of PTFE dot skates in here. There is actually a set of 12 in here. I'm assuming they did this just because the roughness of the surface, while it is a softer roughness, it is still rough compared to a lot of other things, and any hard pad is going to eat away at PTFE skates a lot faster than softer pads would. So included in the packaging is a set of 12 PTFE dot skates, which is a nice little touch, and if you do end up wearing your skates out, it's nice to just have a fresh set to come with the pad, which is a great little attention to detail here. In my full review, I'll do some testing and kind of feel out how these compare to aftermarket skates or primary skates. We'll see how they feel. Now, in terms of the surfaces feeling with different mice skates, so I did test my Keychron M3 Mini here with its Teflon PTFE hybrid skates. I will say, because it is a harder skating, it's a harder surface, there was a lot of scratching. It didn't feel the greatest. Harder skates are probably going to be off the table for this pad. However, the skates on my Pulsar X Lite and HyperX Pulsar Haze 2, both this being stock PTFE skates, did feel a lot better, and there was a lot more control due to the softness of those compared to the hardness of the Teflon PTFE hybrids on the M3. But I will say though, it does feel really fast. Like this is probably the fastest pad I think I've ever used. This does beat out a lot of my glass pads I've also used during this time. It's definitely faster than the Cerapad, and it's definitely faster than the other pad I've been testing as of late. But it does feel really interesting. I'm borderline a little concerned about it being almost too fast, but given its nature as kind of being a hard pad, glass pad competitor in terms of the speed, it is understandable. But I'm interested to see how it feels in terms of the control aspect. The pad is advertised to be a balanced speed control hybrid kind of thing. So right now I'm feeling more of the speed, not necessarily the control, but we'll see how it feels at the end of the testing. Thank you again to NPET Tech for sending this out for me to take a look at. I greatly appreciate it, and stay tuned for a review in a couple weeks after I've done all my testing on this guy. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.